opens by introducing a brutal mafia enforcer named Lloyd. He is seen welcoming his boss, who has just been released from prison. When Lloyd reports that their drug money has been stolen, the boss immediately orders him to recover it. Lloyd then presents a list of people suspected of betraying them, believing they are the ones responsible for the missing cash. Without hesitation, the boss commands Lloyd and his crew to hunt them all down and retrieve the money within 2 days. Without wasting any time, Lloyd and his men begin tracking down every name on the list. Whenever they manage to recover part of the stolen money, they execute the person responsible on the spot. After each kill, Lloyd takes a photo as proof to report back to his boss. This pattern continues as one target after another is eliminated. The story then shifts to a woman out for a morning run. Just as she is about to return home, she is suddenly shot and killed. It turns out she was also one of the names on Lloyd's list. Meanwhile, a family arrives at their new home, preparing to move in. The father, Bill, asks his 2 children to choose their rooms upstairs. As the family begins unpacking, they struggle to carry a mattress up the stairs. His daughter, Lauren, quickly grows exhausted, forcing them to leave the mattress halfway up for the time being. At the same time, the younger sibling, Owen, is quietly playing with a needle and a straw. When he notices a spider, he kills it without hesitation. He then continues sharpening his makeshift tools. When Lauren tries to enter his room, she nearly injures herself on the sharp objects scattered across the floor. Frustrated, she goes looking for Owen, even searching into the nearby forest. When she finally finds him, she angrily drags him back home. That night, Lloyd and his crew rest at a motel, preparing to continue their hunt the next day. At the same time, Bill explains to Lauren that the reason they moved to such a remote place is for Owen's sake. He needs to be kept away from people for a while. Every night before bed, Bill gives Owen a sedative and reminds him to always behave well around others. This is where everything begins to change. This is the aggression scale. The next morning, as Bill's wife prepares breakfast, someone knocks on the door. The moment she opens it, Lloyd forces his way inside and points a gun at her. Hearing her scream, Bill rushes toward her, but is quickly overpowered by Lloyd's men. When Bill refuses to reveal where the money is, Lloyd orders his associate, Derek, to kill Bill's wife. Lauren hears the gunshot from the bathroom and immediately steps out to check what happened. She freezes in shock when she sees a man taking photos of her mother's lifeless body. Nearby, her father is helpless, held at gunpoint. When Bill notices Lauren, he tries to draw the attacker's attention away from her, hoping she can escape. Lloyd quickly orders Derek to go after Bill's children. As Lauren tries to run, she injures herself while smashing through her bedroom window. She quickly wraps the wound to stop the bleeding. Downstairs, Bill is being brutally tortured as Lloyd demands the money. At the same time, Derek searches the house and enters Lauren's room, where he notices blood on the broken window. Inside, Lauren hides behind a stack of boxes while gripping a box cutter. When Derek lets his guard down, Lauren tries to reach Owen's room, but before she can escape, Derek catches her and moves in to kill her. Seeing his sister in danger, Owen grabs a baseball bat and strikes Derek in the face. He then locks the door, takes the cutter from Lauren, and quickly breaks it apart to jam the door. Lauren climbs out through the window and jumps down, with Owen following right after. Once they escape, Derek regains consciousness and smashes through the door. As Owen and Lauren run toward their father's car, Derek leans out the window and is caught by the trap Owen had set, causing him to scream in pain. Hearing the scream, Lloyd rushes upstairs to check on Derek. When he realizes the children have escaped, he storms downstairs and threatens Bill, demanding the money. Outside, Lauren panics when she realizes the car is still locked. Owen, however, remains calm and begins prying a metal piece from the wheel rim. Inside the house, Bill finally gives in and tells Lloyd that the money is hidden inside a safe located in the box truck. Outside, Lauren urges Owen to leave, but instead he runs toward the truck just as Bill is forced outside by Lloyd to retrieve the money. Back inside the house, one of Lloyd's men named Joseph tries to treat Derek's injuries. When Joseph opens Owen's medical kit to grab some bandages, he is shocked to discover Owen's medical records inside. While outside the house, Bill is inside the box truck with Lloyd, preparing to open the safe. At the same time, one of Lloyd's men, Freddie, senses that something is wrong. When he checks the area, he notices footprints leading to the roof of the truck, where Owen is hiding and carefully planning his next move. As Freddie tries to climb up, Owen suddenly drops down, steals his rifle, and releases the handbrake. The truck begins rolling backward, throwing everything into chaos. When Freddie finally manages to stop the vehicle, Owen steps forward and aims the weapon at him. But his focus breaks when Derek and Joseph suddenly appear and open fire. Lauren quickly pulls Owen away, and the two of them escape into the forest. As they run, Owen catches a glimpse of Lloyd killing his father. Rage fills him, but Lauren keeps calling out to him, forcing him to keep running deeper into the woods. Back at the house, Derek tries to explain what he discovered about Owen's medical files. However, Lloyd is far too furious to listen. He orders Derek and Joseph to hunt down the children, while he returns inside with Freddie to search for the money. After running deep into the forest, Owen stops when he finds a strong tree branch and begins planning something. Seeing how badly Lauren is hurting, he firmly tells her to sit down. He takes out a medical kit and helps her treat her wound. Then, without hesitation, Owen pulls a razor blade from his mouth and begins setting up a deadly trap using the branches around him. Meanwhile, inside the house, Lloyd continues searching for the money and discovers Owen's medical records. The files reveal an aggression scale used to measure violent tendencies, and Owen's results are dangerously high. The records show that he poses a serious threat to anyone around him. Lloyd also finds photos of Owen's previous victims, many of whom suffered broken bones or permanent paralysis. It becomes clear that this is the reason Owen's father moved the family to a remote area, hoping to keep others safe from him. Meanwhile, deep in the forest, Derek stumbles upon a medical bag and approaches it without realizing it is part of a trap. As Joseph steps forward, the trap is triggered, and Derek is caught once again. His leg is badly injured, leaving him in pain and unable to move properly. Joseph then notices movement from Lauren and Owen and immediately gives chase. At the same time, back at the house, Lloyd and Freddie spot a woman arriving with food for Bill's family. When she notices Lloyd holding a weapon, panic takes over. Without hesitation, Lloyd shoots her dead. The scene shifts back to the forest, where Joseph continues searching for Owen and Lauren. As he crosses a narrow bridge, he does not realize that the siblings are hiding beneath it. When Joseph jumps down, he finds Lauren trembling in fear. Suddenly, Owen attacks from behind and strikes him with brutal force. Joseph manages to recover and grabs Owen. Meanwhile, Lauren spots Joseph's knife lying in the river and rushes to grab it. As Owen begins to lose control of the fight, one of his traps is triggered, but it fails to injure Joseph. In a desperate moment, Lauren rushes from behind and stabs Joseph in the back. Driven by fear and desperation, she kills him to protect her brother. Lauren stands frozen in shock, screaming in panic. Owen steps in, flips Joseph's body over, and finishes him off in a far more brutal way. Without saying a word, he gently calms his sister, wiping the blood from her hands and covering her with Joseph's jacket. Later that night, after escaping the forest, the siblings arrive at a car dealership. It is clear Owen already has a plan in mind. He quickly urges Lauren to move with him. When they find the building locked, Owen forces the door open using tools he brought with him. Inside, he searches for the car keys, and once he finds them, they head back outside to locate the vehicle. As they reach the car, they realize that Lloyd and Freddie are already there. The siblings hide as Lloyd notices movement and orders Freddie to go after Lauren. A tense chase begins. When Lauren is nearly caught, Owen distracts Freddie by setting off a car alarm. He then attacks from behind and kills Freddie with a single strike to the head. Owen quickly rushes back to Lauren. Suddenly, Owen is shot by Lloyd, who drags Lauren away. However, Owen survives because the bullet is stopped by a metal wheel plate he was carrying, preventing it from hitting any vital organs. Despite the pain, Owen forces himself to remove the bullet. Using a car lighter, he sterilizes the wound and seals it. With a cold and focused expression, he prepares himself to hunt down Lloyd. Meanwhile, Lauren is dragged back into the house by Lloyd and forced to reveal where the money is hidden. Since she truly has no idea, Lloyd grows furious and violently attacks her. He then fires his gun toward the bed nearby. It is only then revealed that Bill had been hiding the money inside the mattress all along. When Lloyd lowers his guard, Lauren fights back and manages to escape. However, while trying to hide, she is suddenly knocked unconscious by Derek. He mocks Lloyd, saying it is embarrassing that he was overpowered by a woman. Enraged by the insult, Lloyd immediately kills Derek without hesitation. Inside the house, Owen is already preparing a deadly trap using his knowledge of weapons and mechanics. Meanwhile, Lloyd searches for a bag to collect the money. But when he returns downstairs, he realizes the cash is gone. He notices a trail of money leading toward the basement and assumes someone took it there. As Lloyd enters the basement, he sees blood smeared across a freezer. When he opens it, a series of brutal traps are triggered, hitting him one after another. As he desperately tries to climb the stairs to escape, Owen drops a heavy safe onto him, killing him instantly. By morning, Lauren wakes up beside Owen, who is calmly sitting while holding a bag filled with money. Not long after, the mafia boss receives an envelope from Owen. Inside are photos of the victims Lloyd had murdered, which brings a look of satisfaction to his face. But when he sees the photos of his own men lying dead, fear quickly replaces his expression. Without hesitation, Lauren and Owen carry out their final act of revenge, triggering a massive explosion that destroys the mafia boss's residence and ends his life once and for all. So the moral of the story is, if your family